This is Boxing Talk 8576. This is a response vid to Dontae's Boxing Nation and Shady Slim. Go check out both of their channels. Dontae, he has a pretty good channel. He's been on YouTube for a while. I have, you know, I don't agree with everything, you know, Dontae's Boxing Nation says, but you know, he says some things, you know, a little bit too over the top. And you know, he interviewed fighters. He mainly goes to the Mayweather boxing gym to interview a lot of their fighters. So, but Shady Slim, I just recently stumbled upon his YouTube channel maybe about a month ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, and he has a pretty good channel. He seems pretty knowledgeable about boxing. He's passionate about the sport. You know, I like his videos, so you know, I always check out his channel to see what's going on. But shout out to those guys, man. But this is a response vid to is Roman Gonzalez, you know, should he be pound for pound #1? Now, I already, I think in one of my videos, I already, you know, stated my stance on it. I think Klitschko should be pound for pound #1 because of what he has done in the sport over his long career. It's been, you know, he has every belt except for the WBC title. So, you know, his brother was the WBC champion, and his brother retired. So, you know, Stavern and Chris Arreola fought for the vacant title. Stavern won, then Stavern lost to Deontay Wilder. So now Deontay Wilder holds the belt. But Klitschko holds all the other belts. Klitschko is recognized as the heavyweight champion. He's the Ring Magazine champion. So that's my stance on why I think, who I think should be pound for pound #1. And since Mayweather retired, they had elevated Roman Gonzalez as pound for pound #1. Now, I disagree with him being #1, but I can see how people can make a case for him being #1, and here is why. He's 28 years old, so he's not a spring chicken, but he's just right in his rightful prime. He's been fighting for like about 10 years. He started in 2005. He's been champion at you know, strawweight, the WBO champion at strawweight. He's been the WBC champion at flyweight, and at junior flyweight, I believe he was the WBA champion. He has 44 wins, 38 by KO, 0 losses, 0 draws. And Shady Slim said, why shouldn't he? Why Dontae is shitting on, you know, Roman Gonzalez being the pound for pound #1 fighter. And I do think Dontae's Boxing Nation is being a little unfair, and here's why. He said that Roman Gonzalez need longevity. 10 years is, you know, 10 years is long enough to establish yourself in boxing. He has established himself. He won titles in multiple weight divisions and 3 weight divisions. So he has done that. He beat, you know, credible opponents, Brian Valerio, Edgar Sosa, and Juan Francisco Estrada, who you know, a lot of people say, you know, it was a fight that could have went either way. And right now, Juan Estrada, he is the WBO unified title holder at flyweight. So he has got credible wins. And when I see him, I've seen a couple of his fights. He can fight. He has great boxing skills. He has really good power. He seems to hurt these guys whenever he punched them. He put punches in combinations. He moves well. He has pretty good defense. He takes a good punch. So he has all the attributes to be considered pound for pound. And he has the resume, because his resume meets skill level. You know, you got to have some resume. You got to have people in your resume that you thought is credible to say if you are, you know, a pound for pound fighter. And pound for pound is really a made up scenario to say if a guy was at the same weight as another guy. Like, say if Roman Gonzalez was the same, if he was a heavyweight, could he beat? Do you see his skills being able to match up against Klitschko? If he was a middleweight, do you see his skills being able to match up against Golovkin? If he was a welterweight, do you see his skills matching up against Keith Thurman? So that's why it's a imaginary, you know, scenario. If a guy, like, he started his career at 105, so naturally he would not be going to heavyweight. So you have to build up a dream matchup and say, can his skills match up against Klitschko? And if you say yes, then he's one of the pound for pound, you know, imaginary fighters in that sense. So I just think Dontae's boxingnation is going a little bit off the cliff to say that he don't deserve it. I say Klitschko deserve it, but you can make a case for Roman Gonzalez because of the things that he accomplished in boxing. And, you know, he got some time to go. He can probably move up a couple more weight classes. But I know I heard Dontae boxingnation say he hasn't put on enough weight to go up in weight. Now, he already did 3 weight classes. I mean, he only went up a functional of like 6-7 pounds. So, not a whole lot of weight, but he has moving up 3 weight classes and has proven himself in 3 weight classes. So that's pound for pound. He's moving up in weight. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think he can go a couple more weight classes, but he's only like 5'3". But that's just my take on it. I think Shady Slim has a good point when he says that Dontae always shitting on fighters. He does shit on a lot of fighters. If they not Floyd Mayweather, he kind of goes off the deep end when somebody else has success. That's what it seems like to me when I look at his videos. It seems like to me that when other fighters have success, he kind of, you know, picks apart. But when we pick apart Floyd Mayweather, and then Roman Gonzalez is undefeated. Roman Gonzalez is 44-0 with 38 KOs. So how can you pick him apart like that if you don't pick Mayweather apart? How can you pick this man apart? And this man is undefeated just like Floyd Mayweather. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you're looking for. And he say that Dontae's boxingnation play, you know, he says a lot of things about race. Yes, it's racism out there, but everything is not about race, man. I mean, this is boxing, and your record and who you fought stands by itself. All that race shit, that can go. I mean, that's just for something else. Are people racist in boxing? Of course, man, because people racist everywhere, man. Racism is in there. It's a society, man. So if racism is in society, it spills off into everything, man. All sports. But I'm not going to say it's a racial thing because Roman Gonzalez is ranked #1. I mean, he has the criteria. He has the resume. He has 10 years in the game. He's 28 years old. I mean, he has a point. He has a argument to be #1. So people have him as #1. So be it. I just say Klitschko should be #1. But it's not a travesty that the man is #1. You know, let me know in the comment section if who you got as #1 for your pound for pound and why, and if you have a problem with Roman Gonzalez being #1 and why. This is Boxing Talk 8576. I'm out.